Hey everybody, it's El Cheapo Deluxe here with my Canik MC9 Prime. Look, nothing in the gun, nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine. Safety first, as always. And if any of you have one of these fine handguns, you know that it came with one of these holsters. And you know the issues that with them holsters. And let me tell you, you can take that holster and turn it into this. Watch this video and I'm going to show you how it's done. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, get notifications, and most definitely smash that like button.
Hey everybody, El Cheapo Deluxe here. How you all doing today? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. So I did a couple videos on some leather holsters I made. One was for my Canik SF, and one was for the magazines for that gun. I think they turned out pretty good. I don't know what you all think, but or if you've even seen the videos, but if you haven't, check them out. Got one more little brilliant idea I want to work on here. Got this Canik MC9 Prime. This is the holster that came with it. Came with a paddle. Goes on in case you want to put it outside the waistband, but it's set up for inside the waistband right off the bat. But what I don't like about this thing is the retention on it. The retention's crazy. First of all, let me show you that there is nothing in the gun. It's completely empty. Nothing in the magazine at all. That being said, safety first as always. Okay. Back to this holster here. I like the holster. I like the size. What I don't like about it is the retention. Show you one more time. That retention is just crazy tight. I've even tried to loosen up the screws, and let me show you. So you can loosen up this retention screw on here, and it makes it a little easier. It's still just feels like that screw's going to fall out because you can see it's loose now. So anyway, I started working with that leather, doing them holsters, and I thought, well, maybe I can make a holster for this guy here. But I attempted it. I didn't like the way it turned out. So I came up with a bright idea. I like this Kydex holster. The only thing I don't like is, like I said, the retention. And I wish I had something on the back of it to kind of protect my man belly. So I came up with this idea. What if I just made a leather cover for this holster? Kind of like a wrap to go around it. One thing I would do is, let me show you. Take this screw out here. That holds in that. What's in there is a, it's like a rubber spacer. Kind of squeeze it tighter and it contracts with the tightness of the screw. But what I'm thinking, let me get this out of the way, maybe it'd be easier to see. I don't know if you can see it down in there or not. Looks just like this, just down in there further, and that's the one, that's where it's tied at. I can pull it apart and get that little, there it is, that little rubber spacer out of there. And when I pull it apart, that's about the right distance. See, that's about the retention I want. Maybe a little tighter, but not much. So what I'm thinking, I can cut me a piece of leather and put down in there to kind of keep that spacing a little bit better. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut me out a little piece of leather just to go down inside here. And then I'm going to wrap this with leather. I'm going to pull this off. Let me go ahead and do that. That's got some screws on the inside. I think these are called Chicago screws. I'm not really sure. So let's take those out and take that little clip off, because I'm going to use that clip on it too. And let's pop them little. That comes off, and these screws come out. So basically that's what I got. I'll probably take that one out too, just while I'm working with this. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut me out some leather this size. I'm going to make it a little bit longer just so the barrel of the gun doesn't stick out so far. And I'm going to wet mold that leather to this. And I'm going to try to get a back piece that comes up a little bit over this area so it doesn't rub my stomach. And then put a little piece of leather in here. I know I'm rambling. Sorry. Just try to follow me here. If you could see the way my brain works, probably scare the hell out of you. But anyway, that's what I want to do. Because I like that. That retention is just about, it's a little loose, and we could tighten it up a little bit with a piece of leather, I think. And then I'm going to wrap this with leather, like I said, front and back. Make it look a little bit nice, dye it black. And then put this clip back on here. And I think it's going to work. So hang out with me for a while. I'm going to draw this pattern up. I'm going to run it fast through the video when you guys see it, just so you don't have to watch me scratch my head and erase a bunch of times. But I think this is really going to work. And if it does, you will see this video. Anyway, stick with me and let's get to work on this and see if we can't get it figured out together, huh? All right. Okay, so let me set these screws out of the way up here so I don't lose them. I'll tell you what I better do. I better just put them back together. Okay, got those out of the way. Man, there's some stubborn screws. So let's put them up there on a little shelf and get them out of the way. All right, still empty. So I could probably take this out too, but I don't think I'm going to need to. I will, just for molding reasons. All right. Must be getting old. My fingers don't work as well as they used to. All right, so we can see we got this. All right, so let me show you how I'm going to start this. And maybe we can scratch our heads together. So I kind of already drawed this out. Let me show you what I did here. I traced out this holster was the first thing I did. Just took my pencil, went around it. And I took the gun in there, traced around with the gun. And you can see that barrel sticks out a little bit at the bottom of that holster. So I'm going to bring that leather down there and I'll sew it out here. All these screws will hold the leather in place once it's molded. And I'm just going to put stitches out here because it'll come out about that far. but I'm not going to stitch across here because I want that leather to fold down kind of around this gun. I'm going to mold the gun and the plastic all at the same time. So that's kind of my outline that I got. I'd like to bring this into it, and I don't know how I would. Maybe like that, and bring that leather across. That might be a good idea. What y'all think? Let's trace that out and see how that's going to look. And this will just be the back piece. Just the back piece of leather, and I think that'll be good. So I'll bring this back piece straight up, like straight up. Let me get a ruler. I want to bring this back piece straight up. That. Bring this straight across. And then I'll curve it down like that. But anyway, I'm going to speed this video up right now so you don't have to watch.